Web of Spider-Verse, New Blood. Let's get into it. The great web of life and destiny is delicate, spanning the multiverse and connecting the spiders who repair, maintain, and expand it, protecting their worlds from threats much closer to home. Read as we weave past our usual arachnids, Spider-Man, Spider-Ham, Recluse, and Weapon 8, as guardians of the great web, wrapping instead around the lives of several never-before-seen spiders, following along through the journeys of Count Parker, Spider-Hulk, Spider-Power, and the Spider-Toy. Spiders are builders. Some build webs of silk, other builds webs of meaning. Across the multiverse, these spiders work to maintain that which is complex, delicate, and vital. Equity, hope, and responsibility. The aggregate of their labor is this, the great web of life and destiny. And I am its essence, the web heart. I have foreseen that the spiders will inevitably come to a war with an equally powerful force in a destructive battle for survival. To eliminate the unnecessary bloodshed, I have negotiated an alternative with my counterpart. It is to be a great game that will decide whether every spider in the multiverse survives or is forever erased from existence. I have had to choose members for my team of spiders who represent their kin in this game, and then negotiated my selected combatants against my counterpart's own nominations. A leader, a wild card, a revolutionary, a weapon, an artist, and an orphan. Now I have one last selection to make, so I cast my consciousness out across the threads of the great web to find this final piece. The spectacular Spider-Man, you know, proportional strength of a spider and all that jazz, which, weirdly enough, makes me the underdog in this world of superheroes, monsters, and literal gods. It used to cheese me off. I mean, just imagine how much better my life would be if I had the strength of the Hulk. And then, one day, look, zap, Web of Spider-Man, number 70. I didn't have to imagine anymore. It's alright, MJ, I'm fine. What are you talking about? Your costume's all ripped up. But you're fine? Like I said. Okay, but what's going on with you? It's broad daylight, and you just climbed right in the window. Did anyone see you? It doesn't matter, MJ. We don't have to hide anymore. Ha 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 ha! I've got you now, Webhead! Peter, what have you done? Sure, it's my fault, so keep yelling at me, cause the angrier I get, the better! What? Ah! Kaboom! And we see this new Spider-Hulk attack the Green Goblin, destroying his glider. What the? Enough, puny goblin! Spider smash! Skakoo! Ah! Ha 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 ha! No one's stronger than Spider-Hulk! Kadoom! Maybe not stronger, but certainly much smarter. Hey! And we see the tentacles of Doc Ock grabbing Mary Jane. Squid Man, put red-haired lady down! Oh, you revealed your weakness, and now you'll do my bidding as long as I have hold of her. All your strength can. Ah! Alright, my turn. Don't be Hornman. No more. Quacko! Gah! Peter! Gah! Control! Peter! No! As Mary Jane puts herself in front of the Rhino before he can finally take him out for good. Gah! Red-haired lady, wait! Freeze, you freak! Blah! Braka, 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 brak, brak, braka. So, if you're thinking about becoming a Hulk, take it from me. Maybe think twice. I mean, you won't lose fights anymore, but you will lose just about everything else. And we see Peter Parker going on his own to save face as the Spider-Hulk, and he runs into his own friend, Bruce Banner. Looks like they're going their own way. So much power, but if I were to select him, surely my counterpart would demand someone equally as dangerous. And perhaps worse, my team of spiders would also be left depending on one who appears to lack self-control or any remaining sense of direction. No, the spider does not possess the drive, the clarity of purpose that I seek. My search continues. Year 1980X. It started out the way these things always start out. I was trying my best not to look bored, even though I was in fact pretty bored. Another small town, another vampire problem. They pooled their money to hire renowned vampire hunter Mary Jane Van Helsing, me. The local lawman gave me the rundown. I tried to pay attention, but heard maybe every fifth word. Vampires, blah 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 blah, bathing in blood, blah blah blah. Screams of the innocent. Count Parker was holed up in some spooky mansion on the edge of town. According to local legend, he tried to save his dying uncle by experimenting with venom of an eternal vampire spider, and whatever. He'll be dead, and soon. Anyway, courteous of me. I used to listen. I used to take careful notes. I'd tell them the story of how my parents were taken by fangs. I'd tell them I'd avenge their families and strike a righteous blow for blah blah blah. These days, I just ask if they could pay up front. Get in. Drive a stake into the black heart of the undead hellspawn. Get out. Just another 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Workday for MJVH. But this time, something weird happened. I skipped just a little bit on my way to the door. An excitement like tingles started near my spine. Eternally grateful. Free ticket to the Rotary Club pancake breakfast. As I approached the house, the tingle crept further down my spine. It was like the beginning of a sneeze, or when you see a waiter coming with your food. Was I excited? I shook it off. I was at work. Time to slay for pay. The fangs always send their familiars first, ordinary townspeople held in a psychic thrall.
The master wants your head.
Why is it always about what the master wants? With you guys, what about what you want?
I want to rip out your entrails. I want to gleefully watch as the master sups on your blood.
Come on, you must have a dream that doesn't involve your master and my entrails opening a little bed and breakfast, playing bass for Bon Jovi. Me, well, I've always wanted to try acting, but I haven't really pursued it. Just so many things to kill, you know? And I know it's corny, but I eventually want to start a family. I try to stick to breaking their bones. There's a chance they could return to normal after I stake Count P. Anyway, great talking to you all. You're actually pretty good listeners when you're not screaming about my blood. Okay, off to kill your boss. Count Parker would most likely be in the master bedroom on the top floor. I prepared myself for 1 or 2 obstacles before the grand finale. Traps, maybe? Was he a swinging blades kind of guy? Or a darts attached to a pressured floor tile guy? A lab guy? Always fascinating how many of these fangs have labs. When you've been alive for 100 years, I guess you pick up a hobby or two. It seemed Count Parker had a thing for animal-human hybrids. If I'm being honest, not the uncoolest army of night I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of armies of the night. I started counting down in my head to the moments when one of these things would rear up and attack. 3, 2, 1. Good rearing, big fella. Vampire hunters carry a lot of weapons. Holy water, garlic, crosses. I always double up on the stakes.
Guts! Guts!
A sharpened wooden stake will kill a vampire, but also most other things. And we see this monstrous version of the rhino coming to attack the new Van Helsing. It's funny that they call you a count, because your days are numbered. That a weird, but not bad weird spine feeling crept in again as I entered the master bedroom. Was this positively routine job exciting me? At first it seemed like I wasted the line on an empty room, but then he spoke.
I've absolutely heard that one before, but the delivery was fantastic. Welcome. I'd stay and have a seat, but you're all the way down there.
You undead dipsticks sure love your dramatic entrances.
You should have seen me brush my teeth. There's a dance routine with jazz hands and everything.
You seem exhausting.
If you think talking to me is exhausting, try fighting me.
As we fought, the tingly spine feeling spread throughout my entire body. It was Christmas morning. First kiss and beat the high score on the pizza place joust machine rolled into one. I was about to drive the stake through his heart, but something stopped me. A vision of us, dozens of us, across dozens of universes, like we were fated to be together, like it was meant to be. I hesitated for just a moment, and that's when I felt the fangs go in. It hurt at first, but pleasure soon overtook the pain. Now pleasure's all I feel. I know where the angry humans are coming from. They see us laughing and feasting and wearing fabulous clothes and not caring about death, even a little bit. I'd want to kill us too. I have a family again. Sure, they're blood-crazy spider hybrids or lunatic zombies or an unholy atrocity stitched together from corpses, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And the best part is, I'll never be bored again.
MJVH. Let's get him, Tiger.
I sense untold years of wisdom in this one, the benefit of having a long life that sadly few spiders are afforded. Could he be the one I seek? Or perhaps his newly turned Mary Jane instead? Through the Count's bite, she is now herself connected to the spirit of the spider, and thus the great web. But no, while they both do undoubtedly possess drive, it is not the kind I am searching for. They fight for the right to live a life of pleasure and indulgence. I do not begrudge them of this, but it would not sufficiently steel them against the grueling trials that await. New York City, Earth 2501. Admittedly, a strange place to look for a hero. A strange place to look for anyone at all. Many years prior to the Kree Armada invaded this Earth so that they might transform it into a forward operating base in their ongoing war against the Skrulls. They succeeded. Most of the population of Earth was eliminated. The tiny fraction that remains is forever on the run from the planet's occupiers, an endless search for quickly vanishing food, medicine, and shelter. And enhanced individuals either died during the invasion or were hunted down in the years that followed. All except Spider-Man Miles Morales and his exceptionally skilled uncle, the Prowler, Aaron Davis. Ramona, how's the evacuation of the Understation rate going?
It's not. The new control ship the Kree have brought in over the city has most advanced scanners we've ever encountered. Even the handful of still functioning Stark cloaking devices we have aren't masking us. We have no way of getting out of the city unidentified. If those sensors aren't disabled soon, we'll have to choose between walking out into a meat grinder voluntarily or waiting for the Kree search teams to find us and wipe us out. We won't let that happen. You two have already done so much. I wish we had another way. I wish I didn't need to ask.
You don't need to ask. You heard Spider-Man. We're on it. We'll deal with the control ship, one way or another. The Prowler and Spider-Man work together to attach themselves to the ship. Doop! Clink!
I think we can get through here.
May not need to get in at all. Come check this out, Miles. The scanner they have might be new, but it must be aftermarket because this is an old model of Kree control ship. I know it pretty well. Won't take much going wrong in these repulsor engines here to bring the whole ship down.
You saying you want to rig it to explode?
Nah, Miles. I'm saying I already have. I press this button and we have ourselves a solved problem. For an old-timer, I can still work pretty quick, huh?
We can't do that, Uncle Aaron. There are so many Kree soldiers on board. I know there are enemies, but we can't just slaughter them with the press of a button.
Miles, sometimes we need to.
But we don't need to. I can hack the system from the inside and deactivate the scanner. Nobody needs to die. Please, Uncle Aaron.
Where does the hardline do-gooder streak come from, man? Because I know it sure wasn't from me.
I think it was who I was meant to be. When I got my powers, it seemed like random chance. That a spider literally dropped out of nowhere while I was scavenging for supplies. But my powers being just like Spider-Man's, it can't actually be a random chance. There has to be some reason behind it. That's why I took his name, and it's why I try to be the sort of hero he was.
You didn't know him, Miles, and you damn sure don't know how he'd handle any of this because he's not alive to. Ah, damn. I'm sorry. You're your own man. You've got your code. I respect that. You sure you can hack their systems?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it. Your Spider-Man way. As they rip off the lid of the entrance to the ship.
We're a pretty good team, huh?
Damn right. The two heroes take out the Kree guards with ease.
What? What? That can't be. No. Come on. No.
What is it? What's wrong?
They've changed I don't know. It's an entirely different operating system. I don't even know.
Whoa. Slow down. It's all good. We'll figure something out. Just... For supreme intelligence! No! As we see the Prowler getting hit in the heart with a laser. Miles Morales strikes back with a venom strike.
Uncle Aaron, don't!
Miles, please, just listen close for a moment, okay? When the rules give our oppressors all the power, it's your responsibility to break those rules. You understand me?
Yeah, I do.
Good man. And you know, I love you, Miles. Spider-Man is left with no choice. He must use the bombs the Prowler installed. Click! Boom! And we see the ship explode. Now, this Miles Morales takes the names of both the man he never knew and the man he knew best of all. He is the Spider Prowler. Perhaps not a hero, but an unquestionably resolute and fiercely capable warrior. This Miles Morales has a heart, and that has not been corrupted, but it has been calloused by the brutality of war. He fights for his own, no matter the cost. Yes, he is the one. I have made my final selection, and I'm ready to finish negotiations.
My own search continues, but I shall complete it swiftly, for I am eager to commence the great game.
To be continued in Web of Venomverse, New Blood number 1.